Welcome back to F-Zero GP Legend. I apologize for the rather larger than usual gap between the previous update and this one, but it recently came to my attention that the arcade that I've been going to for the past decade has finally gotten rid of their F-Zero AX machine, which makes me very sad. I play F-Zero AX pretty much every time I go to that arcade, so it saddens me that they removed that and not Mario Kart Arcade GP in favor of a ginormous crane game. Yeah. So anyways, today's Lisa Brilliant's story. I love that little countdown noise that they play as the cutscene ends. It's pretty effective. Except you're going to hear the countdown again as the stage actually begins, so I don't know what's up with that. Now, you saw in the cutscene that Black Shadow is apparently watching us from the sidelines, but his machine is in first place right now. I mean, you're going to see it coming up right here as soon as I... yeah. Okay. You're not going to see Black Shadow's machine because it just fell off the course.
4 laps to go. You've got a new booster.
You know, this game's been boring me basically up to this point, but, you know, when I saw that, I actually died a little inside, I think. And no, that won't always happen. Maybe once in a blue moon, but I'm glad that happened while I was recording this. Because, you know, pretty silly thing. Anyways, this course, as you just saw, it has lava in places that you will never actually touch it. Coming up right here, in fact. Okay, so I grazed the lava, but you get the point. Lisa's machine is called the Panzer Emerald. It's pretty heavy. It doesn't turn very well, but it's pretty fast. I like it a little better than the Fire Stingray, at the very least. But I don't like its design. It looks pretty bland and generic, just looking at it from its sprite here when you're controlling it. Much better rendered in 3D. Maybe I should actually do that. I do a little 3D modeling every now and again. Oh, am I going off topic again? Excuse me. But, you know, the AI is just not going to catch up to us. Even when I make a silly little mistake like that. Although, I don't know what's up with that jump. I don't see any reason to not go into the pit area there. Maybe it just takes less time to go over the dirt area. Yeah, that's probably it. And the announcer gets it right this time. That was not a close-cut victory by any stretch of the imagination. What's wrong with Brilliant? Why is her machine's nose pointed down like that? Oh. Actually sounds like it might have hurt. Oh, I'll tell you what's wrong with Lisa. Her shoulder pads are way too huge. Look at those. That's crazy. Huh? Pretty abrupt end to the stage there, but now it's time for the second Red Canyon stage, and you know what's going to happen here, because you saw this in Samurai Goro's story. So, as we all know now, the plot of Lisa Brilliant's story is she has amnesia. Woohoo! You have amnesia. That's the most interesting plot you could have come up with. No, we couldn't really do anything with the fact that Lisa and Samurai Goro are a couple. And another point of interest is that Lisa is Antonio Guster's sister. So, you know, family relations and all that. We couldn't do anything with that. We had to give her amnesia.
3, 2, 1.
This is also exactly the same course that you saw in Samurai Goro's story, except now we're controlling the Panzer Emerald instead of the Fire Stingray. I actually want to smash his machine in this race as a sort of revenge for what happened back in GX, but, you know, why waste the time? So anyways, as I was saying before, amnesia is a plot device. I don't have a problem with it, but you could... This would be a lot more effective if we didn't already know everything there is to know about Lisa. Whether it's from watching the TV show, or going on the wiki, or looking up her profile someplace, you know, things like that. This was released in coordination with F-Zero GP Legend TV show. Although, not very many episodes of that came out in America, so... whatever. Either way, this stage pretty much ends exactly the same way as it did in Samurai Goro's story, and you know, even the cutscene is almost exactly the same. There's only a minor variation depending on who won. So moving on, we're going to silence for some reason. Apparently we need some quiet time. And you're actually going to hear this nice theme for a little longer. And now I notice that the theme has really weird... I don't know, it feels kind of strange. It's like they didn't... I love his face right here, and then he's like, oh, I'm all calm again. Yeah, it is pretty dubious. You know, when you have amnesia, typically what you do to restore your memory is go out and meet people who are familiar to you, or try to jog your memory somehow. And of course he challenges us to a race with our memory on the line. I don't see why you would... Races solve everything. That's what I'm getting at. Races solve everything.
2, 1, go!
Same course as before. And I actually do have something to say here. You actually can make it to that little piece of track off the edge of the course there. Any machine can do it, I think. I said that Samurai Goro's machine couldn't do it because he doesn't have enough jump height. Actually, I think he can, but I'm actually going to make that jump right here, just to demo it. And you can see that the course has a sort of fake out. They're trying to get you to fall off by jumping in the wrong direction. That's part of why I don't like making that jump all the time. I would do it with any machine other than the heavyweights, basically, because it's safer that way. Safety over speed. That's why the White Cat is the best machine in the game. But yeah, that's all I had to say. This still isn't that difficult of a course. Or a race. I mean, what happened to Guster's machine? He's probably, like, in second place, but way behind me.
Final lap.
So with that out of the way, we can finish this race and move on to the next stage. Maybe something interesting will have happened by then.
Gold! Congratulations!
Still, that course is pretty nice for not taking over 2.5 minutes to finish. Even if you don't take the shortcut. And I'm pretty sure that's a shortcut. Yeah, you thought he was gonna help you just because you beat him in a race? What are you? Then again, this guy does hand over the antidote for Samurai Goro's poison after he loses a race, so... yeah. This is crazy. I agree with you. This writing is crazy. Ah, finally, I get to hear the Mute City theme again. Oh, not you again. Ah. Wow, your shoulder pads are even bigger. What is it with the characters in this game's the character design in this game is really weird. Like, they love their shoulder pads. It's like Kingdom Hearts, but with shoulder pads instead of zippers. Just come right out there and tell her. You know, I have to wonder... Okay, obviously this isn't just typical Amnesia. Black Shadow obviously stole Lisa's memory. Spoiler alert. So, what? Was he doing that just so he could make Lisa into his servant, basically? There's easier ways to do that. Like, I'm pretty sure there's an easier way to get somebody to work for you. Although, with her memory back, the odds of Lisa betraying her own husband are pretty slim, even if they do sort of dislike one another in general. You know what I mean. It's like Super Arrow, basically. So this course isn't
4 laps to go.
Isn't too interesting. It looks like the one from... It looks like the other one we saw, except a little expanded, basically. Hence the name, Expansion Park. How come Mute City always does that? It's like... Well, it really only happened in the Super Nintendo game in this one, but... It's like every time Mute City needs a new course, they basically take the old one and revamp it, instead of making something completely new. That happened in the Super Nintendo game, but not really to that extent in this game. So, and I really do not have much to talk about here, because, of course, when we get to Zoda's story, yes, Zoda has a storyline in this game, we're gonna beat Lisa really easily, because Zoda's machine doesn't turn nearly as badly as hers does. Of course, we have to get past Black Shadow's story first, and he has his own story too. Maybe that'll be slightly more entertaining to play in. Gosh, what am I saying? You have to use the Black Bull in that storyline. That machine stinks now.
Final lap.
And sad of me to say, I do believe Zoda's story consists entirely of recycled missions from, like, the other stories. Can you imagine if you were going through this game and you basically fast-forwarded through the cutscene before the race started because you already knew what was going to happen?
Finish! Wonderful!
Just one more race until we were out of this.
You won first place!
Just 2 more storylines until we were out of the most boring part of GP Legend, to be honest. And he just moves around, kinda. No, he lied? No. That was a pretty odd way to convey the fact that Zona just crashed, but okay. You are not the Emperor of the Universe. Why would you say that? I hate this shot of Lisa. It looks horrible. So, the race at Lightning is the final stage. And look at this background. This is seriously a screenshot from GX or something, because that looks exactly like the road from the Lightning course. Except it looks awful. Like, look at that! Terrible! Digitized photo, I think is what it is. Same course as before. And for continuity's sake, Falcon's in this race.
Ready? Fire.
Now, I'm gonna actually come right out and say that I actually lost this race once. It was because Black Shadow got ahead of me, and then I was never able to pass him beyond that. I don't know how that happened. Like, this course is a little kinder to his machine than Whiteland was, but still, I couldn't pass him once he passed me. That's the thing here, and the opposite occurred in this attempt. I got ahead of him, and then he never managed to pass me up again. So apparently, when you race against Black Shadow, he basically has, I don't know what to say. It's basically badly coded AI, I think. You get the point. The AI is still bad no matter what you do.
3 laps to go. You've got a new booster.
So what shall I talk about for the last 3 laps? Well, there's a fake-out jump plate coming up right about now. And I just passed it. I do like that this course has a lot of dash plates. A lot more than normal. You don't need them because you have
2 laps to go.
Boost in this game.
Got a new booster.
But I guess if this was maximum velocity, I would very much like this course. I'm thankful for the speed. Oh, but there's a dash plate going into the fake-out jump plate. That's not cool.
You got a new booster.
You'd have to be stupid to hit it, but it's still not cool. And yeah, never take the outer path at that junction there. It's slower than the inner path. Oh, maybe... Yeah. Lisa doesn't have the jump height to make any of the shortcuts either. Probably not. I might have to demo a few of the shortcuts because the Deep Claw is the machine with the highest jump height in the game, so... Testing required.
Wonderful!
That's after we get past this, of course.
You won first place!
At least I won't have to grind much in order to max out her cash winnings. Did someone order a recycled cutscene? I think you did. And for no reason, Captain Falcon. Well, Lisa, looks like you got your memory back. Somehow. I don't see how you could steal someone's memory. You know, it just occurred to me, how do you steal someone's memory? Well, magic, I guess, but this is F-Zero! Oh, nobody knows if her memory is fully restored. Wonderful. We don't even get any closure on this whole thing.